What's going on, man? It's your boy Vaughn, man, and we got some important news for you, man. Guess what? LeBron James is signed with the LA Lakers, man. He's in LA, yes. Purple and gold. 4 years, $154 million, man. Y'all got LeBron James, man. And as a LeBron fan, man, I'm letting y'all know the LeBron train is coming. And we coming deep. We squad, man. All these years of these LeBron, Kobe comparisons, trying to put him in the GOAT conversation. Y'all need to stop. For one, he's not the GOAT. He's not even the number one Laker all time. That's magic. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, just going to kick that out the dust. But anyways, man, we need to band together. We family now. We family. Y'all LA fans, we family. And we just gotta get together, man. It's like you know, if your family gets married, somebody in your family get married, they got their step family, man. You don't like your step family that much. But for the sake of the marriage, man, y'all gotta make it happen. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna ride this wave out these 4 years, man. We're coming. Don't be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? If y'all wasn't fans when Jordan Farmar was running the point, oh, don't come here now. No, we don't care about Jordan Farmar. We don't care about Sheldon Brown. We don't care about the myriad of bad players. We don't care that Kobe and Dwight Howard ain't work out. We don't care about the Kobe Shaq long ago argument. We don't care about the Kobe 81-point game. We don't care about none of that. Okay? We here for LeBron. We're gonna be fans for 4 years. If he stay, we're gonna be there. If he leave, we not gonna be there. It is what it is, bro. But right now we're gonna get along. And that's not even that. But this is like my 4th time making a video. Because I tried to make the video first and then found out that Cleveland went ahead and signed JaVale McGee, get on bandwagon, 1 year, $1.5 million. And Lance Stevenson, 1 year, $4.5 million, excuse me. Rajon Rondo for 1 year, $9 million. Then they got kicked out Julius Randle to the Pelicans, and then they re-signed Kentavious Caldwell-Pope for 1 year, $12 million. And I'm like, all right, cool, word. Now I'm gonna make this video. And then Golden State just killed all of that by signing Boogie Cousins, 1 year, $5.3 million. Man, come on. Now, granted, Boogie ain't gonna play. Boogie might play like the last 20 games of the season because Boogie still got that Achilles injury that he got to deal with that put him out last season. But man, come on, Golden State. What y'all doing, man? Like that's just hopping on the bandwagon, man. He just want that ring. That's all that is, man. Like Boogie, man, even with the injury, you worth more than $5.3 million. But everybody want to go and chase that ring, say they got a ring and this and that. That's what they want to do. So that's what's going on. Players taking the game into their own hand. And it's like pickup game, man. If you can get an all-star, if you can get all the best players at the gym on the same team, y'all ain't gonna be mad. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna be happy as I don't know it. Yeah, we get y'all gonna run the court for 3 games. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So here's what it is. With all these moves being said, man, everybody's like, all right, now y'all gotta go get a big name free agent. Y'all gotta get somebody. Get Kawhi. Get Paul George. You know what I'm saying? Like, first of all, let's get real. Paul George re-signed to OKC, which sucks. And then the Lakers, they don't got that much cap room. Signing LeBron James, they did that. Now, if LeBron signed for like 20 mil, you know what I'm saying? That would be different. But LeBron signed for 35. So he absorbing all that extra cap room that the Lakers had. And now they got this Luol Deng contract. Now, what they can do with this Luol Deng contract is that they can, if they want, they can try to stretch it if they want to. But I don't think right now they're gonna make that move. They got a good group of people. They're in win that. Like with these 3 signings, like within 1 day, the Lakers signed 5 players? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, including LeBron. Yeah, they signed 5 players in 1 day, which means this was all in the works. You know what I'm saying? It just ain't happened. Like, come on, man. But this Luol Deng, they're in win now mode. Luol Deng, now they can stretch that out over the years, but then they gonna wind up in, I don't know if y'all pay attention to baseball, they gonna wind up in the Bobby Bonilla type of situation. If y'all don't know what that is, Bobby Bonilla Day just passed. Every year in July, they gotta pay Bobby Bonilla $1.1 million every year, and I guess something. They stretched out his contract. They wanted to get rid of him, but they didn't want to pay him all his money. So they stretched his money out over the years with accruing interest, and so now they're gonna be paying Bobby Manila until 2035, $1 million every year, and he turned that 5.9 million that they could have just gave him that 1 year, but they decided not to take the cap hit and stretch it out, so he didn't mean that much. Now they gonna wind up paying that man $30 million by 2035. Like, that's a lot of money. I don't know why a lot of players can do that. Stretch your money out over the years, and then get more players, and so y'all could be in win now mode, and y'all can go and get it. Like, I don't think people have thought of that yet. Like, stretch your money out even beyond your contract. Like, if you got a 4-year contract, that's fine, but still stretch, instead of getting all your money within the year contract years, stretch it out so that way you can constantly get paid. Like, stretch it out. Maybe it's a 4-year contract, but your money you get paid over 10 years. Now that decreases your cap hit in them 4 years, and you can get space to sign another free agent. That would be a smart move to me. That's what something I would do. That's what I would think about if I was Magic, to try to make a move to try to get somebody else real quick. But in the other conversation I was had with LeBron James coming to LA is that kicks Kobe out of the top 5 as one of the top 5 greatest Lakers of all time. Now, there were the players to wear the purple and gold. Like, that needs to stop. I saw the post and I was like, oh snap, and it was viral, so that means a lot of people agree with it. But then as I thought about it, and I talked to some of my homeboys on the book, and then I went ahead and did some research on my own, because like I said, I'm not a Lakers fan. I'm not at all. And I'm not that deep of a basketball enthusiast. I'm trying to get into it now. Obviously, as you see, I'm the guy behind the mic. That'll kick him out the top 5. And now I looked up some lists. I got like 8 people here. Sports Illustrated did a list with 65 NBA execs who I don't know. But they got Kobe ranked 2nd behind Magic. You got Stephen A., Kobe second behind Magic. Skip, I don't like Skip that much. Let's be honest, I really don't like Skip that much. But Skip got Kobe ranked number 4. That's the lowest Kobe's ranked. Got him number 4. Shannon got Kobe at number 3. Chris Broussard got Kobe at 2. Charles Barkley inside the NBA got Kobe at 3, titled Jerry West. And then Shaq and Kenny both got Kobe number 1 as the greatest Laker of all time. So even if, let's say, LeBron James does something great in the purple and gold, maybe wins a chip or 2, and you just say, hey, he's the number 1 Laker of all time, he's still not number. That still won't kick Kobe out, because at the worst, Kobe would be 5. With Skip's vote, he would be 5. But as far as everybody else concerned, most people got him 2nd. He's still gonna be in the top 5 regardless of what anybody, regardless of LeBron James. I don't think it's gonna be hard to kick Kobe out of the top 5, unless somebody comes in and wins six rings maybe, because I think the way he won his 5 rings, I don't think nobody can match that coming up short. I don't see nobody nowhere near with the start. I don't see Lonzo Ball doing it. I don't see Brandon Ingram doing it. I don't see nobody doing it right now in the purple and gold that's really gonna catch that right now. You know what I'm saying? But as far as the Lakers concerned, we're going to jump back into the free agency. Kawhi, everybody wants Kawhi, but Kawhi, they would have to match that $20 million a year that Kawhi is getting now. Like I said, if they stretch that Luol Deng is the holder. So I don't think Westgate, the Las Vegas odds, they got the Lakers predicted behind Golden State Warriors doing the chip. I don't see it happening this year. I know you got LeBron, and you always got to put faith in LeBron, but I don't see it happening this year. I would say next year, unless they stretch this damn contract, I see them next year being able to sign a big name free agent and seeing how the guys play with LeBron and seeing what the moves are. Because right now they're just going like, yo, we got LeBron, now we got all these players, but they don't really know how they're going to gel. A year in, you can see how everybody gels. Now you know the moves you make, the players you want to keep and don't want to keep. And then you can make a move for a big name free agent. Now, Kawhi might be able to, if they were to stretch that out and make that $18 million. Kawhi might be able to. He might be cool with taking a pay cut, $2 million instead of matching that $20 million. He might want to do that because he wants to get out so bad. I would, if I'm already a millionaire, I really wouldn't care about that. But everybody always wants their money. They want their coins. I mean, after all, James Harden, even though it's double the $2 million, James Harden didn't re-sign to OKC years ago before he went to Houston for $4 million. You know what I'm saying? So that makes a difference. And that's $2 million a year. James Harden was $4 million for 1 year. You know what I'm saying? So even still, so that's a big deal there. But remaining free agents, man. I don't think they got any moves. I don't think nobody they can't. I don't think they can splash no one else in free agency. I think the Lakers will probably stand pat from here, because according to Bleacher Report, you got the top 10 free agents that got on there, and half of them are restricted. You got Clint Capella with Houston restricted, Tyreke Evans, Marcus Smart restricted, Nurkic is restricted, Jabari Parker restricted, Zach LaVine, Kyle Anderson restricted, Dwight Howard is free but technically not free. He got to do, I don't know what the terms are in that deal, but he has to get a buyout or something with the Nets, and I don't really know what he has going on. I know about you got a contract, but so we'll see how that plays out. And then you got Wayne Ellington, was a good 3-point shooter, averaged about 7 attempts a game, and then he was one of the highest 3-point shooters last year, field goal percentage wise last year. So I think only person that probably would have is Wayne Ellington. I don't know how Dwight Howard would fit with Brooklyn. I mean, I would give them 2 twin towers in the middle if they did a big lineup. I would say with LeBron at the 3, Dwight at the 4, and JaVale at the 5. And I think as far as someone like Golden State, that would overpower them, but they wouldn't have the defense, because who would be in the middle would be, I would probably say Iguodala, and because now they don't have against Boogie. When Boogie comes back, I would say Dwight on Boogie and Iguodala on Dwight on Boogie and JaVale on Draymond. I would think, but then that would put LeBron on KD, and then you would still have to fill a hole there, and I think that's where the weakness is coming in. I don't know who's gonna guard Steph, but with that being said, I do have my idea for starting lineup. Like I said, I'm not a big Laker enthusiast. When it comes to basketball, I watch all the LeBron James games I can, and I watch big games. So like last year before the playoffs, I mean obviously I watched the playoffs and the finals, but before the finals of the regular season, if OKC played Golden State, or OKC played Boston, or Houston played Golden State, or Houston played Boston or something, like during the regular season, I watched those games. I watched a couple of Philly games to check out Ben Simmons, because he was making such a noise, and Donovan Mitchell, and so I watched those games. Now as far as the Lakers, I don't really know. I was going off of headlines, and so I'm gonna go give y'all my best fits. Everybody trying to figure out who's gonna play where, who's gonna do what. I'm gonna give y'all my idea who I think's gonna start. I got my 1 through 5 here. We're starting at the 1. I think Lonzo gonna retain Lonzo until Lonzo messes up. I think Lonzo gonna keep the starting spot, because I think Lonzo and Rondo, Rondo, whatever. But I think Lonzo gonna keep that starting spot until he messes up. Now he does have the meniscus injury in his knee, so I don't know how that's gonna play out. That might help propel Rondo into the starting spot. But to me, I don't see the overwhelming need until the playoffs to put Rondo in the starting spot, because playoff Rondo, they try to give it to Paul George. Playoff P, it does sound better, but playoff Rondo is ridiculous, man. But I don't see the need, because they're basically the same player to me. They're both going to average high in assists and low in points. I think they're both like 10 and 8 guys, or probably can get you 10 and 10 and then a given night. I think Lonzo is a little bit more athletic, whereas Rondo comes with the veteran mentality, so he's a little bit smarter in knowing schemes. You know, Rondo is real good at dissecting other teams and knowing what they're gonna do before they're gonna do it. So, and Lonzo, according to people as a solid, not a great defensive player, but a better defensive player. And apparently, he's getting in the weight room this year, so I don't know how that's going to play out. As far as going down to the list, going to the plus they got IT. I don't know what IT now. IT is listed as a free agent on Bleacher Report a couple hours ago, but I saw another article. I'm not an article. I went on ESPN NBA.com, and they have they still have Isaiah listed as a player on the Lakers on the roster. So I don't know what that means now. If he's still there, I know everybody may say like LeBron wasn't a big fan of IT. Now the thing with Lonzo and Rondo is they're 10 and 8 guys. IT could come in. He would be a defensive liability, but he could score 20. So do you want to go with the low scoring? And it all depends on efficiency. I think that, and that's the other thing with Lonzo and Rondo. They're both going to get you 10 points a game, but who's going to get you 10 points more efficiently? And I think that might be the key there. But IT definitely the highest scorer out of those three at the one spot. So we're gonna see how that goes. That defensive liability for the points. Maybe if they can make it up, and maybe if they're a good defensive team, if they go big and the only weakness is IT being 5'9", we might be able to see if something can happen there if he's still there. For the 2, Lance Stevenson. I think you're gonna put Lance Stevenson at the 2 above KCP. Even though they just re-signed him. Now the question mark on Lance Stevenson is Lance Stevenson. The only place he plays good is Indiana. Now, but he's never played with LeBron James. He played with Paul George, but they tried to compare Paul George to LeBron James. But we can see that LeBron James and Paul George is two completely different players. So we got to see how that chemistry works out. Now, I don't know KCP that well. He's more like a 13-5 guy, which is decent numbers. But Josh Hart, which is better than which is decent, is comparable to JR. But I don't know how efficient KCP is if he's better. JR was just horrible, missing everything, showing up with 0 points. If he could keep that consistency, and especially if they make a playoff run, if he keep that, that'll be enough. But then they also got this guy Josh Hart, who missed 14 games last year with a hand injury. He's basically like a 10-10 guy. Before he went out with the injury and came back in the last 5 or 6 game and was averaging like 20, and even think he had a 30-point game in there. So I don't know how big of a player he could be if he come up there. So that's 2 guys coming off the bench in their rotation. I don't think they're struggling for a name there. And then you got what really killed me at the 3 and the 4, because I didn't know who I wanted to start out of Ingram and Kuzma. I went ahead and put LeBron at the 4. Started LeBron at the 4 instead of the 3, and then I'm gonna put Ingram. I'm going to give Ingram the start at the 3 because Ingram, I feel like Ingram is the bigger name. Kuzma had a great rookie year. I think the difference with Kuzma and Ingram is I think Kuzma averages more points, but it's not that deep in a year. It's a 1 point difference. I think Ingram was 15, Kuzma was 16, but I think Ingram averaged more assists and Kuzma had more rebounds. So the question is, do you want to favor assist or rebounds? And it wasn't high assists. I think it was like 3 assists a game with Brandon Ingram. And Kuzma was like 1. But the question is, are you going to favor assist or rebounds as far as when it comes to play? I think that'll be a matchup situation for them. But Ingram at the 3, LeBron at the 4, Kuzma coming off the bench if either one of them gets tired or gets hurt. And then they're going to give JaVale McGee the start at the 5, followed by Brook Lopez. Now, they had a foreign guy in there. I forgot to list him on here, so I don't know. I forgot who he was. But I'm going to give right now, as far as roster, JaVale McGee, Brook Lopez. And that's my starting 5 lineup. If y'all got anything to say about that, just let me know. We talk about it. I'll be in the comments. I'm not afraid to talk to anybody about that. I'm a fair guy. Y'all think anything wrong, y'all can talk to me and see what we can do, see what we can come up with. Maybe I'll make another episode and see if we got a better idea, and we'll see what unfolds further in free agency. Once again, it's your boy Vaughn. Holla at me, man. This is my first sports episode, man. I'm saying, like I said, this is my 4th time recording this episode. I'm surprised I still was able to talk this long with a little bit of energy. But y'all let me know, man. Try to keep this train rolling, get good sports talk going on. And, yo, that's all.